Hi, it's Jason from Golf Principles, and we're going to do a little through the bag on what Ernie's used this week to win the Open. So we're going to start with the most important part of his kit is the golf ball. Ernie's using the HX Black, less spin, slightly firmer. Ernie likes to sort of feel the ball come off the face a little bit quicker. He's always used, in the past, Pro VX, but this is a great product in terms of low spin and going forwards. Going up through the bag and starting at the top, he's actually found something really good for him. He's got a driver he likes. Now, Ernie's a funny guy with a driver. I've known him for a few years. He lives at Wentworth, and he's very fussy with driver. So he's actually found what he likes. Razor Fit 85. They can make it slightly heavier for him, which he likes. He likes the figure of being sort of very solid. Years and years ago, back in the day, he used a Great Big Bertha RCH 90 extra strong shaft. That was his favourite driver. He loved that thing. He won his first Open with it. Sorry, US Open I should say, not the Open. I get told off for that. But again, he's used in the same sort of speed as 757 he had for years in his tightest drivers. It's a heavier, stronger shaft. He loves that. It's a 757X tour spec. So that's his drive shaft. He's got an old 3-wood in the bag, which he's had for years. Now, 3-wood is probably the hardest club in the bag to change for a good player. Once you find one you like, you can't stay with it. Michael Campbell had one that was in there for 20 years almost. It was an old Warbird 3+ dot head. But he's got that through for years and loves it. Interestingly enough, Ernie's got the newish utility irons in the longer irons. He's 5 to pitch in the blade, and he's gone for the utilities up the top of the bag. A little bit more help, a little bit easier to fly. He's gone to the KBS tour shaft. He's been there for about a year and a bit. But he likes that sort of feel. And then he's gone with the Jaws wedges down the bottom. And what you'll find with Ernie now, that he's got the confidence in his game that he can feel like he can hit any shot. He is a very nice man. He's a very calm person, but he likes to know what he's got. He knows what he's got to trust. So that's what he's got in the bag. I'd probably say the two biggest things for him. He's got the ball that works, drive that works, and the flat stick. Interestingly, for those of you who like the belly sort of idea, Ernie's putt is 44.5. Now he's like me, he's 6'4", he's a bit taller than me, he's about 6'4", 6'5". But he's got a 44.5-inch belly. I'll come back to this point that we did in an early video. Fetting a belly is very important for length. Some standard stuff out there is 43, 41. That's not long enough in my opinion for a lot of guys. Ernie's 44.5, like a driver length if you like. And the lie angle's been messed around a little bit. He's got that flat front wing putter grip, 21-inch grip. But it's the length that you've got to be careful with belly. You've got to dial that in. And Ernie's messed around with lengths, and he's found one that he likes at 44.5. So, all in all, it was a great week for him. He kind of, well, he said himself, gifted it rather than falling apart. But, you know, if you look at him, he's been close for a while, and you can see his kit hasn't really changed. I know that Roger Cleveland, I should say, flattened his longer irons a little bit, about half a degree flatter this week, just so he can keep his posture over the ball. Ernie has a thing about coming out of his posture, so a slightly flatter lie angle helped him. I have to say, going forwards, a lot of good players now, like Justin Rose, they get a lot more bent over. It seems to be Sean's Foley thing about getting them over in their posture. You'll find a lot of guys are going to go to slightly flatter lie angles than they used to use. If you stand quite upright and erect, you're going to need a more longer club or more upright club. But you see a lot of the guys now are getting really over with the ball, and their spine angles are staying much more that way. That needs to have a lie angle change. So if you're going to make a swing change and you're going to follow a mythology, whether it's a Foley or a McAgrady or stack and tilt, whatever, if you're going to go into that incline posture like the Saturday Plain Truth guys do, make sure your lie angles coordinate with what you're trying to do. It's no good having this swing change or this mythology if you punch too upright and you start hooking it. Thanks for watching, see you soon.